want to turn one product photo into dozens of authentic UGC videos with real people? Normally that takes creators, shoots and weeks of work, but this workflow does it automatically. Here is the earrings photo that I turned into 3 video ads. Let us look at them.
Makes casual days feel special.
Get yours now before they're gone.
Sparkles so much in the sun.
Here is how this works. We start with a manual trigger, set our video creation parameters, including the number of videos and reference image, analyze the product image with OpenAI's vision model to understand its characteristics, generate diverse UGC style prompts using an AI agent, create enhanced product images with NanoBanana, then generate authentic UGC videos using Google's Veo3 model, all featuring different people and scenarios. This process creates multiple ready-to-use videos in minutes. To make it super easy, I have created a complete workflow template for you. You can grab it for free from my Skool community. Link is in the description. Once you join, download the JSON file. Then in n8n, click this plus button and select workflow. Hit the 3 dots here. Choose import from file. Select the template and you will have the full workflow imported instantly. The workflow begins with this manual trigger node. Once you have set up all your parameters, you can select execute workflow to run the entire workflow. This set node is your control center for the entire workflow. It is where you configure everything before generating videos. The number of videos field lets you specify exactly how many different UGC videos you want. I have set it to 3 for this example. The ambience field contains your main instruction telling the AI what type of videos to create. Here I said generate 3 unique video prompts based on one earring photo. The video model field specifies which AI model to use. Here we are using Veo3_fast for quicker generation. You can also use Veo3 for higher quality. The aspect ratio field determines if your videos will be vertical for TikTok or Instagram Reels or horizontal for YouTube. The additional instructions field is where you get specific about camera movements, styling and text overlays. Here I have provided additional instructions. I mentioned for this run, earring should be clearly visible, it should be realistic and it should sparkle, and I have provided more details here. Finally, reference image field contains the URL of your product photo. Here I have uploaded some earrings photos that I want to use for generating the video ads. Great, now you have got your parameters set. This is where most people customize their video preferences. This OpenAI node uses GPT-4o's vision capabilities to analyze the reference image. You will need OpenAI credentials here. Sign up at OpenAI, generate an API key and connect it here. Check out the video in the description for a quick step-by-step guide. For model, we are using ChatGPT-4o latest. The text input field contains detailed instructions asking the AI to determine if the image shows a product or character. Then extract key details like brand name, color scheme, visual description, and styling elements. This analysis becomes the foundation for creating accurate UGC scenarios. The node returns structured data in YAML format that describes your product's characteristics. So this node acts as our product understanding system, and the rest of the workflow will use this data to create authentic videos. This OpenRouter chat model provides the language model capabilities for our UGC prompt generation. You will need OpenRouter credentials here. Sign up at openrouter.ai, create an API key, add credits to your account, then connect in n8n. Check out the video in the description for a quick step-by-step guide. This Think Tool node gives our AI agent the ability to reason through complex decisions during prompt generation. It doesn't retrieve new information but helps the AI think through creating diverse authentic UGC scenarios. The agent uses this when it needs to ensure video diversity, check authenticity requirements, or validate that prompts match UGC standards. The structured output parser node formats the AI agent's output into a consistent JSON structure. The schema defines exactly what each video scene should contain. It should have an image prompt with emotion, action, character, camera instructions, and styling. The video prompt includes dialogue, the voice type, and other technical specifications. Each scene also gets aspect ratios for both image and video plus the AI model to use. This ensures every generated prompt follows the same reliable format. The UGC AI agent node is the brain of our workflow. This AI agent creates authentic UGC style prompts. For user prompt, we have provided these instructions. Here we are using these dynamic variables that get populated in the previous nodes as per our guidelines. This one has the count of videos variable, and this has the description of the reference image, and these variables have the aspect ratio, which model it should use, and other instructions that we have provided in the earlier directions node. We have also enabled the required specific output format parameter. The system message contains extensive instructions for creating realistic casual content that looks like it was shot by everyday people and not by professional creators. It emphasizes authentic imperfections, amateur iPhone quality, candid expressions, and relatable settings. The prompt is long. You can go through this prompt in detail. The agent takes your product analysis and user instructions, then generates the exact number of video scenarios you requested. Each scenario features different people, ethnicities, and authentic dialogue. Next, we will split these prompts so each video can be processed individually. This takes the array of video scenes from the AI agent and separates them into individual items for processing. This output scenes field contains all our generated video scenarios. After the splitting, each scene becomes its own workflow item, allowing us to create images and videos for each scenario simultaneously. This is essential for batch processing multiple UGC videos efficiently. At this point, we have our prompts created. Now we are ready to create images for those prompts. We are sending our enhanced prompt to Key AI's NanoBanana model for image creation. Here is the Key AI website, and you can click on this NanoBanana API. We are going to use the NanoBanana edit API, and here it shows you the pricing. It will consume 4 credits per image, which is 2 cents. You will need Key AI credentials to use the image creation API. Sign up at key.ai, log into your key.ai account, then click on the API key button here. It will generate an API key for you. You'll also need to add some credits here. You can add a small amount like $5. Add the API key details here using HTTP header auth. Under authentication, select generic credential type. In generic auth type, select header auth, and then click on this drop down box. Then select create new credential. Under name field, enter authorization. Under value field, enter the word bearer followed by space, and then paste your API key. Then hit the save button. You will need to create this credential only for the first time. Here we are using the image creation API. Let us take a quick look at the image API endpoint. Select NanoBanana here. Make sure NanoBanana edit is selected, and then select API here. Here we can see the method used and the URL endpoint. You can click on this copy button to copy this API endpoint. This is going to create a task. Here is a request example in curl. This is the API endpoint URL, and here we are specifying the model, and then here input prompt, and then the image URL. Here we have pasted the API endpoint. We are using NanoBanana edit model as we have just seen. This model excels at modifying existing images while maintaining their core characteristics. Here is the image prompt that we got from our split out node. Here we are replacing the double quotes with escape character, otherwise you will get invalid JSON error message. Similarly, we are escaping /n character as well. Here we have the reference image URL. Output format is PNG, and we have specified the desired aspect ratio here. We are using this batching option to set a batch size of 1 with a 5-second interval so that we don't run into API rate limits. This wait node introduces a 40-second delay to give the image generation enough time to process. Here we have specified wait amount and then 40 seconds. This HTTP request node checks the status of our image generation task. The method is set to get, and this is the API endpoint for getting the status information from the previous submit job. Let us take a look at this record info API. This is the API that we are using to get the job information query task. Here you can see the URL and the method used. And this is the request example using curl. Here we need to provide the task ID that we got from the previous create task node. The credentials is same that we used before. Here we have this dynamic variable that will have the task ID value from the submit image node, and it will query key AI's record info endpoint. This node will tell us if the image generation is complete and provide the result URL. This if node checks whether our image generation completed successfully. It examines this state field and checks if the value is equal to success. If successful, the workflow proceeds to video generation using the newly created image. If not successful, it routes to image wait node for another retry cycle. This image wait node provides a 20-second wait before retrying the image retrieval. Here we have specified the wait in seconds. If the first check shows the image is not ready, this node gives it more time before it checks again. This creates a retry loop that prevents the workflow from failing on slower image generations. Now we are done with our image generation. Next we are going to create videos for our images. This node sends our video prompt to key AI's Veo3 video generation model. You can select AI video API and choose Veo3 here. Veo3 is Google DeepMind's advanced AI video generation model capable of creating visually stunning 8-second videos with synchronized audio that includes sound effects, dialogue, and ambient noise directly from a text or image prompt. Key AI provides easy and affordable access to Veo3 through its API, offering two model flavors. One is Veo3 Fast. This is budget friendly and optimized for quick, efficient video generation. The other is Veo3 Quality. This is higher fidelity, more polished output for premium needs. You can see these pricings are impressively competitive. The fast mode with audio costs approximately 40 cents and Veo3 Quality costs $2. Their prices are 60% cheaper compared to Replicate or Fall AI, making Veo3 Fast model accessible to content creators on a budget. Here we can see the comparison. You can also use Veo3 Playground for free. Let us quickly go through the video creation API endpoints. Let us select Veo3 API documentation here. Here you can see an example of the curl request for generating the video. The second API is the get Veo3 video details, and here is an example of the curl request of this API endpoint. As we have seen, the method is post, and this is the URL API endpoint for generating the video. We are using the same key AI credentials. The JSON body includes the video prompt with dialogue and camera instructions, the model type, whether it is Veo3 or Veo3 Fast, and aspect ratio for the final video, and the image URLs from our successful image generation. This is where we create the actual UGC video featuring real people interacting with your product. The video model will generate authentic looking footage based on our carefully crafted prompts. Video generation takes significantly longer than images, so this node waits 4 minutes to give enough time for the video generation. Here we have specified wait unit in minutes. The retrieve video node checks the status of our video generation using the record info API endpoint. It checks the status of our video generation using the task ID from submit video node. Similar to image generation process, it queries key AI's video record info endpoint to see if the video processing is complete and retrieve the download URL. Here we are using the if node to check whether video generation completed successfully. We will look at this success flag field and see if the value is equal to 1. Successful videos proceed to the final file retrieval node, while videos still being generated route to the video wait node for another retry cycle. This video wait node provides a 1-minute wait before going back and checking whether the video is completed. This final HTTP request node downloads the actual video files from the URL provided by the video generation service. Here we are using get method, and we are using this dynamic variable that contains the direct download link for your finished UGC videos. Once this completes, you will have your authentic looking user generated content ready for social media. Now let us see this automation in action. First, make sure your directions node has all the parameters filled in, the number of videos, the ambience field, the reference image, and additional instructions. Let us select the product image that we want to use for this execution. Let us see if this is good for us. This seems to be a good earring. Let us select this one for our video generation. I'm going to copy the URL for this and then paste it in our directions node. I'm using imgbb.com to store my photos. Here we can get the public URL for this earring photo. I'm just copying this link. I just pasted that link here. We can leave the other fields as they are. Keep in mind to save your workflows frequently by using this save button. The workflow will automatically process everything when you click this execute workflow button here. Let us run the workflow. The image gets analyzed. Now the UGC prompts are getting generated. Now it is creating the images. The whole process typically takes 5 to 8 minutes depending on how many videos you are generating. Now it is generating videos. Once it finishes, you will have multiple ready to publish UGC videos that look like they were created by different real customers, perfect for social media campaigns, product launches, or testing different audience segments. The workflow finished successfully and it has generated 3 videos. Let us now play the ones that got generated. Here is the first one. Here is the second one. Here is the third one.